Hello, Ectosage here on the Ectosage channel, and this video is going to be something a little bit more serious than my usual content. In fact, if you know me, you might not even want to fully watch this because it's not going to have any lunacy, it's probably not going to have any cursing. This is a video intended to show a problem that has arisen within the Christian faith, at least in America. Now, recently, a number of acts of violence have happened inside of the United States of America. Rather unfortunate. Terrible. These people are all traitors to God, and to America, and to our entire species. I cannot speak to say for sure if these people who were Muslim were traitors to their faith. It seems that the majority of people would say that they were, but I can speak for a certain act that has happened recently, where a man killed a number of innocent people in a Planned Parenthood structure. In court, it is said that he said, "Save the babies," that was his reason for doing it. Can you be so sure that an embryo, a small child that doesn't even have a fully developed brain, that might not even have a brain developing whatsoever, that killing that is really taking a human life? Can you be so sure that in ending an unborn child's life before it has even developed a brain necessary to contain the soul, that you are sending someone to their grave, that you are sending a soul back up to heaven? Because what you can be sure is that the innocent men and women who died there most definitely had a soul in their body. They might not have been the best people in the world, but you can bet money they were probably good people. I doubt any of them had tried to kill innocent people willingly. If they were in the military, maybe they had to shoot somebody who wasn't exactly the worst person in the world. But honestly, they were probably in a situation where it was either them or the other person. I think God can start to forgive you at that point. I'm not God. I cannot judge for sure. But what I can say, though, is that that man who killed those innocent people committed one of the most heinous sins, if not the most heinous sin a human being can commit. And what annoys me the most is that the instant response from every religious leader in this country who considers him or herself Christian was not to instantly condemn his actions. That man betrayed God. That man betrayed America. That man betrayed the entire human race by taking innocent lives. And us Christians, so many of us, seem to have remained silent about it. We should have been so upset that that man would kill innocent people in our God's name when our God does never demands blood. The God of peace. That is what upsets me, is that this man killed people in the name of our God. He most definitely does not serve the Christian God. If he serves any Lord, there's a Lord down under. And I'm not talking about Australia. I am talking about Satan, Lucifer himself. Yes, I believe the devil's real, and I do not believe he has horns, just like I do not believe God has a physical form. But I believe that a large portion of people in this country who consider themselves Christian have been listening to their gut a bit too much and not taking into thought what their heart is telling them, what God is trying to tell them. Did you never learn from going to church the actions of Jesus? He didn't reach out to the blind man and say, "Oh, you don't seem to be Christian. Oh dear, I best not help you. Oh dear, you're a Jew and you're not following me. Oh, I'll give you back your vision, but only if you follow me." How many times did he help people and demand nothing in return? That is a benevolent God whose Son portrays this and tries to teach us a better way to live. But so many in this country, especially those on the right who claim to be Christian, seem only to spit hatred and nothing more. They claim to love their families, and they appear to. But what about their neighbor? What about their friends? What about the homeless man on the street? There are homeless people about, and yet they don't seem concerned about them. If you're truly a Christian, you should want the betterment of every man and woman on this earth. Not simply yourself, not simply to have your nice, big, expensive house with just your family prospering. You should care about your entire species. If you consider yourself Christian, and you most definitely do not do these things, if you vote for violence, if you are all right with the actions of a man claiming to be Christian who most definitely was not acting in a Christian manner, killing innocent people, then I have but one truth for you, is that you're not listening to God anymore. You're listening to something else. And I hope you will find your way back to God, or at least away from evil. Thank you for your time. I'm sure many will disagree with me. I'm sure many will dislike me for saying this, but I believe it needed to be said. There are a million more things I could speak of on this subject, and I might do that in the future. But for now, I think I've said what I need to say about this subject. God bless you, and I hope all of you, no matter what your religion, even if you don't have one, have a wonderful day and have a good life. Thank you for watching.